What's up, you guys? I just wanted to do a quick video right quick about control, because I see it so often that a lot of us, men and women, spend so much time trying to control others, trying to control people that we cannot control, when we need to be learning to accept things and people for where they are. Stop spending so much time trying to control them. Accept what you can't control and change what you can control. Trying to control other people is not going to help you. It's going to hurt you, because when you can't control them, then you're going to start to feel like you're worthless because all your efforts are not working. Everything you're doing is not working out for you. That's why it's never good. It's never good to try to control other people. A lot of people play these manipulative games, and the men and the women do it. Men try to control with their money, trying to dominate. They try to control women with that. They'll try to control other, even guys, their friends and stuff with their status. Women, and men try to control women by dropping babies on them. They like, okay, if I drop these babies on you, you can't go nowhere. You gotta stay because you have my baby. No one's gonna want you with all those kids, so you have to stay and tolerate my stuff. Some women feel like, oh, if I'm the breadwinner and I have all these kids with him, he can't go nowhere because we have all these kids together. I'm the breadwinner, especially when it comes to these breadwinner situations. The breadwinner always feel like they have the upper hand because they have the money. Especially if the other partner, the spouse or the partner or whatever, isn't contributing anything, isn't bringing in nothing. They're just a house husband, just a house mom, house dad, whatever. They just stay at home. You feel like you can control this person, or you feel like, well, if I keep them at home, especially like with the women that's dealing with these low caliber men that not leading how they should. They not even trying to meet you halfway with the bills. Not in a sense that, everybody take L's in life. Sometimes you might have your man who had his winning season. Now he facing job challenges for a period of time. So he might not be making the same income. And at that point, you do have to step up. That's something different than a man who has never carried his full portion. He has never carried his weight. He's always been just sitting around waiting on you to do. But in those instances, you got women that will think that they can control him. With all these kids, I'm gonna make you stay at home with these kids. I'm gonna control you with the money. That's why for a man, you should never put your life in a woman's hands, because she gonna play you too. She gonna make sure especially if you got a reputation of cheating, if you got all these issues that you be battling, she's definitely going to make sure she try to control you with the money, with the kids. You want to keep cheating on me, you can't see your kids. Or I'm going to put all the kids on you. That way you won't have no ability to go out and cheat. Because if you stay focused and stay in this house with these kids, if I leave and go make money and come back and you just in the house with these kids, you can't go out and do all of that. But one thing we have to understand is there's a way. There's always a way. And people will make a way out of no way when it's something that they really want to do. That's why you got to take people for what they show you. Because if a person really love you and care about you and really want to be that loving, supportive person and partner that they supposed to be to you, they will be it. They will be it. People make time for what they want, and they make a way for what... All right, I lost storage. But like I was saying, people make time for what they want. So you don't have to try to control people. I feel like if we just let people be, you can let people show you who they are. Let them just show you. Let them show you what they would choose to do. And that is where you make your decision at. You can't try to control these people. Let them show you what they about. And if they show you that they choose to do these things, if they choose to cheat on you, if they choose to leave you, let them. You cannot control people. It don't matter about how much you love them, about how long you known them. Look, a lot of us knew our very own parents since we was born. we can't even control them. No matter what we do, what we say, we still can't get them to love us properly the way we need to. No matter how much we cry, you know what? No matter what the situation is, whether it's your loved ones or whatever, you can cry river all you want to. That's not going to make people change. You got to accept people for who they are. And sometimes that's just facing the reality that this person is who they are. They have no couth about themselves. Or they just content with who they are. They're content with being that person that don't like to show up, that's not consistent, that's untrustworthy. They're okay with that. But if you're not okay with that, you have to change yourself. You have to remove yourself. You got to stop trying to change people. Yeah, many people have potential. We all do as humans. As every human, I don't care what stage you in your life. I don't care if you're homeless on the street. I don't care if you're facing severe depression. I don't care if you had the most traumatic childhood. I don't care if you had the best childhood. I don't care what the situation is. Everybody has the capacity and has the potential. You might not have the capacity, but you have the potential. You have the potential to be something greater. You have the potential to have compassion for others, to have empathy for others, to put yourself in another person's shoes. You have the potential to do so. You have the potential to do so. It's up to you. It's up to you. It's up to them. And if they choose not to do it, no matter what you say, you can speak and say this and say this. You can beat them up with your words. You can beat them up physically. You can try to beat them into submission. You can try to beat some sense into them until they ready to change, until they ready to get into, they ready to make a change about their own life, until they ready to become a better person, until they ready to ascend. It's nothing that you can do but remove yourself. Control yourself. You can only control you. Your reactions, what you deal with, what you tolerate. It's up to you. But you can't spend your whole life trying to control these people. You will run yourself ragged. Like so many people do. You can just look at people. You can tell they tired. Especially in these toxic relationships. You can see by the woman's face, the man's face, he tired, she tired. You tired. Life is already hard enough, baby. Life is already hard enough. Ain't nobody got time to be trying to control everybody else around them. And a lot of people that spend time trying to control everybody around them, you got a lot of stuff about your own self that you need to be trying to get in order. You trying to change this person. No, change you. What was it about you that even attracted that? What was it about you that even tolerated that for so long? What is it about you that you need to change? We be spending so much time trying to change somebody else. No, change you. Be trying to control everybody else, but can't even control your own emotions. Can't even control your own feelings. Can't even navigate your feelings. Don't even know how to deal with your pain. Can't even control your own finances. Can't even control your own children. Once again, you gotta let people be. You set the tone, of course. Can't even get your own household in order. But so busy trying to control everybody and everything around you. And that's all of a coping mechanism because you can't control yourself. A lot of people that's controlling like that, it's because you can't control you. The things inside of you, that weakened soul. So now you're trying to force things. You're trying to force and force and force. And all that's doing is pushing people away, making them run from you. Because nobody wants to feel trapped down. Nobody wants to feel stuck. Nobody wants to feel like they have to just completely assimilate into somebody else's likeness for them. Like people want freedom. People want peace. Everybody's out here looking for peace. This is why we all have these vices and stuff. Because we're looking for something that will let our soul rest easy. Because a lot of the internal battles that we're facing. The internal battles that we be facing. And we're trying to look for something. We're looking for an escape. We're looking for an escape. When it's all internal. Trying to run from inner childhood wounds. running from the real issues that's going on at hand. And because you can't face that, because you don't have the power. Now, you have the power, but you don't know you have the power. You're not really using your power for what you should be using it for. You using that and externalizing it. Want to control outside forces instead of controlling you. Get you in order. Control your life. Stop trying to control that woman. Stop trying to beat that woman into submission. Stop trying to beat that man into submission. Stop trying to think you can do all of these taxes to get him to stay at home. People are free to be who they are. And what happens is when you try to confine something, it's going to want to break out. People like to explore. We're spirits, and spirits roam. That's what spirits do. We're spiritual beings in human bodies. But we like to roam. We like to get out and explore. Especially people like me. Especially if you're a free spirit like me. Don't try to confine me. Don't try to put me in a box, because I'm going to rebel. I'm going to rebel. Don't try to put me in a box. Don't try to set limitations on me. I'm going to rebel. I'm going to rebel. I'm free like a bird. I want to go here. I want to go there. I want to do what I want to do. This is why I don't like jobs. I can't do none of that stuff. I don't want to be on no time schedule. You can't tell me I only got 30 minutes. Like, you can't tell. I don't like that. Now, of course, I understand there's rules and regulations to follow in life. And now, especially that I know God, I know that God has rules and regulations that we must follow according to him. But anything outside of that, I'm not, no. Don't try to put me in a box. Don't try to confine me. You can't do that. That's going to make me rebel. It's going to make me not like you. It's going to make me disrespect you. It's not going to work out well. And you can get better versions of people if you just let them be them. And and when you let them be them, if you just let them be free and that don't really mix with your vibe well, that's when you be like, baby, all right, I'm going to let you roam. Let the dog roam. And don't let it come home. I'm going to let you go. Let you do you, baby. Bye. See you. Be free. I ain't here to hold you back. Let them see. Once you let them go, let them see you. They'll see what they lost out on if they truly feel like they lost out on something. They'll see that the grass wasn't green on the other side. And that don't mean to let them come on back either. Because you picked the side, now you got to stay there. You wanted to go do that, now you got to stay there. In life, I'm about everybody has consequences. Me, you, everybody. And when you make decisions, you got to stand on with the decision that you made. That's what life is about. All this free will everybody talk about, you got free will. Exercise your will the way you like. But deal with the consequences as they come as well. And don't be sitting there wanting no pity party. And don't be playing a victim when it don't pan out the way you wanted it to. Because you have free will. You know right from wrong. But you wanted to do what you wanted to do. You looking for something in somebody. A lot of people, like I said in these videos, looking for love in all the wrong places. You looking for the next get-rich-quick scheme. You looking for the next best thing. You looking for the next tightest coochie. You looking for the next wild, frisky, risky thing. You know, for the men and for the women. You looking for the next meat to put up in you. You know, people chasing different things. The spirits that's on people, insatiable spirits, especially that spirit of lust, is insatiable. So now you're going to always be looking for the next best thing. The spirit of greed, the 7 deadly sins that we battle, is the reason why a lot of us is never satisfied. We dealing with insatiable spirits that's never satisfied. You know, and when you dealing with that, this is what you get. But you got to realize you got to learn to control yourself. Stop trying to control everybody else, man. It's really ruining stuff out here. Even people with their kids, you want your kid to be just like you want to control them, put them in a box too. They're their own person. Yeah, your kids might be reflections of you, but they're their own people. Let them be them. They don't have to, because of something that you didn't accomplish when you were younger, and because you didn't make it in the football, little league, or whatever it is that the sports and category that you wanted to be in. And now you forcing that on your child when they have no interest in football, no interest in that type of sport. They want to take their talents to South Beach and do something else. But you forcing it on them, trying to control them. Then when they get into it and they lacking in it, and on purpose, now you mad at them, beating them up with their words. Now you even kicking them harder down, telling them they ain't good for nothing. And that ain't never what they wanted to do. So of course they're not gonna try to be the best they can be at that. That's not what they wanted to do. That wasn't your plan for them. You don't know if that was in God's plan for them, if that was God's will for them. You have to let people be. Stop trying to control people. You wonder why a lot of these kids out here rebelling. Even in relationships, people rebelling. A lot of these toxic relationships, people are rebelling because they've been ostracized and put in a box when they were a child. Didn't fit in. Talked down to. So now they older now. When you get you get your freedom, you know how he is. When you get 18, especially when when you finally get free, then especially when you get out your mama and daddy house and you get the getting sexual, you get the feeling yourself. Then don't stop making no money. Once you start making your own money, oh, you feeling on your A game. You feeling on top of the world now. You feeling on top of the world now. And it's just, once you get to that point, then you really like, can't nobody tell me nothing. Can't nobody tell me nothing. Like, and then you really just feeling like you don't want to be confined. That's when you really do start thinking your ish don't stink. Once you break free, you just on a prowl to do whatever you want to do because you finally feel free. You finally could try to find who you are. Many people are lost souls, don't even know. It's a major identity crisis going on. Major identity crisis. People trying to find their place in the world. Trying to find their place. And in the process, they end up hurting other people. But you gotta let people go. And you gotta understand that everybody gonna get hurt. Nobody's exempt. You gonna face some type of hurt, some type of suffering. It's law. You not gonna not face some type of pain and suffering. But you gotta stop holding on to things that are no longer serving you. And you gotta let people go. You don't own nobody. You don't even own your own self. You don't get to tell yourself when you're gonna wake up and when you're not. God, only God do that. You don't even own your own body. You renting it. You don't know when God gonna call you up out that body. You don't know when he gonna shut your heart down. You have no control over all of these external things. Control what you can, though. What you can do, control it. What you can't, put it in God's hands. So I'm going to leave that here. Let go and let God. And just relax. Relax. Take a chill pill. Stop beating yourself up because somebody don't want you. That's what we have to understand. Everybody in life not going to want you. It hurts, yeah. But you can't force people to want you. You cannot go to extreme measures when a person say, I don't want the relationship no more. You can't do that. Yes, it hurts. Yes, it might feel like somebody's abandoning you. But you can't control people. Let them go. Just place a boundary. Don't let them come back. If they hurt you that bad and they wanted to leave you, then make them stand on that. Make them stand on it. Because at that point, when you become a rotating door, then they really lose respect for you. People respect people that have boundaries. When you lack boundaries, people begin to lack respect for you. Ain't that right, Sticky? Ain't that right, Sticky? So, I'm going to put her down for a nap because that's what she's coming over here to get a nipple for. So, I'll see y'all in the next video. Stop.